Sayani Ghosh.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker, sir, and congratulations to our Minister, sir. Sir, there has been a rampant increase of elderly passengers and senior citizens travelling by airline due to various causes like physical convenience and saving time. So is there any senior citizen discount or concession available right now? If so, then details thereof. And if not, then will the Minister take into consideration any sort of concession or discount for senior citizens or measures for ease of commutation and easier access?
I would like to comment on behalf of the ministry, sir. Sir, definitely whatever best we can do for the differently abled community or the senior citizens of this country, we are going to do, sir. And I don't specifically have what is being done on that side, but I'll pass on the information to the honorable member, sir.
बहुत गंभीर है, इसकी जांच होनी चाहिए. ये कई माननीय सदस्यों ने शिकायत की क्योंकि इसका पैसा पार्लियामेंट से जाता है, इसलिए मैं चिंता है.
Definitely, sir. We'll get the matter investigated, and also like our senior member has mentioned, DGCA looks after the rights of the passengers and it dwells into that. And also there is DGCA traffic monitoring, tariff monitoring unit also, which looks after this specific issue that you have said. So we are going to investigate that. We are going to ensure that this kind of incidents doesn't happen in the future, sir. Thank you. Sir, Air India, the honorable member who has raised, the senior member who has raised regarding the cancellations. And we acknowledge the fact that there has been one issue with the Air India Express, not Air India, sir, Air India Express, especially in the month of June. On May 7th of this year, sir, there are a lot of the crew with Air India Express, because it was merging with Air Asia. There was some internal issues that have cropped up, and there was a mass strike that has happened. Because of the strike, which is why there were a lot of cancellations that have happened also, and this we have seen in the month of May. And in fact, the earlier answer that I have given, the number of cancellations, there was a huge spike in May because of this issue. And once this issue started, it was a ministry which got involved, the DGCA facilitated a lot of discussions between the airlines, the crew members and everything. It was sorted, sir. But because of the gap that which for the 3 days, when the cancellations, when the crew was not functioning, there was another software glitch also which happened. Because of this software glitch, the crew member data which was supposed to be with the airlines, there was some problem with that, and then manually they were trying to enter. And so for everything to get back to normalcy, there was some time. But right now we are ensuring that there are no cancellations or no delays happening in the flight system. And like you have mentioned, sir, there are civil aviation requirements also. There are already regulations and guidelines which are in place, which will ensure that whenever there is a delay happening or a cancellation happening, and if the airline is not following the regulations that are being set up by the ministry, then the ministry gets involved, and it is ensuring that they get the refund or reaccommodation or readjustment done in other flights. And I'd like to take an example also. Recently, when Air India was not, when observed, we investigated and we observed that Air India was not following a certain guideline. We have penalized them for 10 lakh rupees. And this Air India Express incident also, this strike incident which has happened, DGCA is going into depth. It is investigating the issue. If there seems to be any non-compliance from the airlines, then definitely we are going to penalize them and ensure that the passenger is the top priority. Honorable Speaker, sir, the question is not directly related to the question that is on the list today. So I will give the member the relevant information afterwards. ऐसा है सर, एक एयरपोर्ट की क्वेश्चन लिस्ट होता है और 157 एयरपोर्ट्स है सर. माननीय प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के वजह से जो 74 एयरपोर्ट्स थे अब 157 हो गए सर पिछले 10 साल में. तो अब तैयारी करने के लिए 157 का करना पड़ रहा है सर अभी. Speaker sir, I totally agree with what the Honorable Member of Parliament has raised here, that this was work which was started in March 2020, June 2020, sir. And the overall estimated cost of the project was 611 crores. And there has been subsequent delay which was observed because of the COVID that has happened. And also because, like the member has mentioned, I also come from the state, sir. It is the capital airport that we have. But for the last few years, there have been other external factors also in the state which has hampered the progress of this, especially due to the availability of sand and other materials in the state, sir. But right now, we are ensuring that it is going to be completed on time. I've taken it up as a top priority, and the new deadline that we have fixed is June 2025, sir, for this project.
सप्लीमेंट्री पूछना है
Yes, sir.
जी, शॉर्ट में.
Sir, at the outset, let me also thank Honorable Minister as soon as he took the charge. He introduced 2 flights, Vijayawada to Mumbai. Earlier, there was no flight to Mumbai. This was a long pending demand. Sir,
And to Delhi, Vijayawada, Delhi.
sir, and we are requesting, we need a flights from Vijayawada to Calcutta, Vijayawada to Varanasi, and additional flight to Delhi to Visakhapatnam and Tirupati also. And there is a demand for the flights to Sri Lanka, Thailand and Singapore also.
Okay.
So I would like to know from the minister whether these sectors are also in the consideration in the
Sir,
ministry level.
this will open up a whole
ये
new.
माननीय मंत्री जी,
Sir,
ये बहुत अच्छा संकेत है इस देश के लिए कि सभी देश की जनता का और जनता के माध्यम से माननीय सदस्यों की आकांक्षा जगने लगी है कि मेरे यहाँ भी एयरपोर्ट बन जाएगा. ये अच्छे संकेत है देश के लिए.
sir, very much, sir. And like I've just mentioned, the infrastructure around airports has increased so much in the last 10 years. A huge push has been given for civil aviation ministry. And right now, the way members are raising up their demands and asking for new airports or connectivity, it was almost, if you go back 10 years or 20 years back, it used to be the demand with railways. Sir, tab railways se पूछते थे कि train चाहिए या फिर stop चाहिए. अब वो हालत airways में आ गया sir. तो airways is the new railways of the country and I'm very proud about it. And especially regarding the connectivity, नहीं उसी के बारे में बोल रहा हूँ.
आप उनका जवाब मत दो.
दादा उसी के बारे में बोल रहा हूँ. Sir, but the honorable member has mentioned about the connectivity, but let me make it clear from the ministry, sir, we don't have any direct jurisdiction which where we interfere with the connectivity of the airlines. It is entirely a demand-driven process, market-driven process, and the airlines decide which connectivity. We offer the infrastructure. अगर airlines बोलता है कि यहाँ से ये मैं वहाँ तक चलाना चाहता हूँ, तो we ensure that there is airport connectivity on both the places. But what we do, sir, because there has been a big demand from all the members कि हमें यहाँ से ये connectivity चाहिए, we are just forwarding the request to the airlines and asking them to favorably consider according to the demand of that airport, sir.
To another 39 lakhs has been added in Andhra Pradesh also, sir. But the problem, sir, I'm coming from a constituency of Palnadu, where 350 crore rupees has been given under the Jal Jeevan mission, sir. But problem that I have is, we are giving connections from the overhead tank to every household, sir. But I'm coming from a location, from a constituency where even if you dig a borewell of 1200 feet also, there is no water that is coming up, sir. So you have a connection from overhead tank to the household, but there is no water in the overhead tank, sir. So the funds that you've been allocated, the funds that have been spent are not being used properly, sir. So if you can guide us in such a way that the source can be found, wherein that water is actually can be given to the overhead tank, then it will be of any use, sir. Unless if you do that, there's a huge wastage of funds that's been happening, sir. So if you can guide us how it can be addressed, it will be of great help us. Thank you very much.
Organizations that issue the carbon credits should also report the carbon emissions that they have reduced. Otherwise, there is absolutely no legitimacy. We have companies who, to offset their carbon emissions, invest in projects that reduce their greenhouse gas emissions. So my question to the Honorable Minister would be, is there a tracking system on whether such companies are really reducing their own carbon emissions before they invest in projects which are already reducing their carbon emissions? I think it also connects to what the question that has already been raised earlier. Thank you, sir. ఇప్పుడు ఆపరేషన్ లేకుండానే మోకాళ్లకు ప్లాస్మా ట్రీట్మెంట్, మీ ఆర్థోపెడిక్ సమస్యలన్నిటికీ రోబోటిక్ టెక్నాలజీ ద్వారా తక్కువ ఖర్చుతో శాశ్వత పరిష్కారం, ఫ్రీ కన్సల్టేషన్, ప్రతి ట్రీట్మెంట్ పై 20% డిస్కౌంట్. ఈ ఆఫర్ కొద్ది రోజులు మాత్రమే, త్వరపడండి. V9 హాస్పిటల్స్ 9281465842.